Hi, my name is Atif Darwish, professor and consultant of obstetrics and gynecology. This is a short lecture entitled Why Did Mrs. X Die in October 2023 as an expression of the current status of the women's health. I remember in the second year of my residency in 1987, Professor Mahmoud Fathallah, who is a professor of Asyut University, Egypt, delivered an interesting lecture while he was the president of the WHO. He delivered a lecture on why did Mrs. X die to discuss different issues of the women's health that may contribute to mortality and morbidity of the females starting from the adulthood to menopause. And thereafter, all publications on this topic mention that these factors are the root to death of the females. And it has been mentioned that for every woman who dies, there are at least 20 to 30 women who suffer from their complications and whose health will continue to be affected by some time. The WHO Chronicle 1986 mentions that imagine a jumbo jet crashing every 4 hours, and in this aircraft, there were 250 female passengers in the reproductive age, in their prime, and of course, all of them die. So this occurs every 4 hours per day, 6 times per day. This is the magnitude of maternal mortality. And they were surprised of the amount and the number of damage to the societies and communities due to maternal mortality. But this scope should be changed now because after the 7th of October 2023, the magnitude of maternal mortality, maternal morbidity, female death, young girls and adolescent girl death is arisingly seen nowadays in Gaza, where the United Nations on Women mentioned facts and figures regarding women and girls during the war in Gaza in the 20th of October, mentions that prior to the present crisis, 98% of women in Gaza were fearing of their safety. But after these unfair attacks, hundreds of them have many disasters and thousands of them died, and at least 5,500 are pregnant and about to deliver are affected by this unfair combat. And a lot of children lost their fathers, a lot of women lost their husbands, and women and girls have endured attacks and displacement, as well as social and economic disruption since this date. There are a lot of photos, lot of videos on the internet recording horrible, violent killing of thousands of women since the 7th of October 2023. Previously, it has been mentioned that a woman dies every minute somewhere in the world. But nowadays, I have to mention that after this combat on Gaza, not a woman, thousands of women die every second in Gaza. And this is an alarm that the humanity is endangered, and we have to move and we have to make an action against this mass killing and mass eradication of women in accordance to the recommendations of the societies like WHO and others. Professor Mahmoud Fathallah in 1987 mentioned regarding maternal mortality, it is sad, but true. Nowadays, I would say that it is sad, but wanton, inhuman, and catastrophic to see thousands of women endangered, killed, damaged, and some hundreds of pregnant women are affected by this unfair pump out. And a lot of pictures are seen all over the world to see the magnitude of damage. And massacre occurs also in a hospital where injured patients and patients without injury are under treatment. Babies in the incubators are killed due to unknown cause by this violence. Even medical staff have been affected and injured during their work as a medical personnel. It's a problem of big dimensions, and it's a problem that should not be a problem because we know the solution. What's the solution? All of us are medical professionals, and all of us are human teams, and all medical teams all over the world should stand together to express their clear refusal of this violent, unfair, unhuman, or inhuman attacks on females, children, and civilians. Every free doctor should distribute official information about this eradicative attacks that threatens the human rights and threatens humanity. Don't take your data from the media, take your data from the official websites like WHO and United Nations. Media are politically mastered. And be a voice of humanity, be a voice of freedom in every place in the social media to clarify to all people that this is unfair crime against females. And we have to restore humanity if we collaborate together. And also, you have to know that wanton killing of innocent civilians is terrorism, not a war against terrorism. It is not a victory to kill innocent civilians and pregnant ladies. And lastly, your love is needed now more than ever. Thank you.